Drive forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He finds some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Spears to about the 40-yard line. The Titans at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Right back to Spears. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Levis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Cover 38.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Check, strike. Ready.
quickly to Addison here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. He gets it to Addison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it? Steal. Check steal. Yellow. Line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7.
Check smash. Check.
Ritter completes this quickly. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Levis to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Levis looking to throw. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Tennessee Titan. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw it again with Levis. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Levis to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Levis going back to the air. Got his man, Okonkwo. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Come on, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Clock, 10. Ready.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Check, peek.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Pass complete to Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
10 cycles. Ready.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Set, ready.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
it. Green. Ready?
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
42-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here is 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings 31-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Chandler. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Chandler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Let's go. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Levis back to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
7-yard line.
They run it with Chandler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Levis. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Ritter. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Ritter. Addison hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra. Red Cycle. Set.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Titans, nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Levis now on 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DJ Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Levis. Eluding the pressure, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Green Jack.
Ritter back to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Levis now off of play action. Dancing to his left. He dumps it off for Henry. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A second down throw from Levis. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Levis. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Eagle blue. Ready.
Ritter. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Ritter to throw it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Okay, ready?
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ultra. Set, cut.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. That time on the run pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Vikings 29, Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Levis to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And this one's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Levis on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. CD, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down. Of 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
2nd and 9. Another carry now for Madison. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans. Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd down, Chandler. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Oh,